Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, friends. As we discussed, let's get into depreciation, concept and accounting of depreciation. So, after we finalize this chapter, what we will be clear is what is the meaning and nature of depreciation, and how to determine the amount of depreciation for an asset, and how to determine the useful life of an asset, and what are all the various methods of depreciation and the advantages of it, and how to calculate the amount of profit or loss resulting from the sale or disposal of a property, plant, or equipment, and familiarize the accounting treatment for change in method of depreciation, being from straight line method to reducing balance method, etc., and familiarize the treatment of change in estimated useful life of or the residual value of the asset. Right. So we'll summarize. We'll be understanding conceptually all these topics in this chapter, and what is the reason for providing depreciation, objectives for providing. So it is to ascertain the true value of operations, it is to present the true and fair view of the financial position, and it is to accumulate funds for the replacement of assets and to ascertain the true value of production. Right. So let me write this all now. So let's continue with this. What are all the factors affecting the amount of depreciation? What are the factors that affects the amount of depreciation? One is cost of the asset. Definitely yes, cost of the asset, and expected life of the asset. Expected life of the asset, and then the last one is the residual value. The residual value of the asset. So these are all the factors that affect the depreciation. So we saw three. One is what is that we are going to understand after completion of this topic. After completion of this topic, what are all the concepts that will be clear on? And second is what is the objectives of providing depreciation? And the third one is factors affecting depreciation. Let's get into detail now. Let's get into detail. So why? What is the concept of depreciation? Um, for example, uh, plant and equipments, machinery, and to some extent properties, they are all tangible, right? And they are held for the production and sale of goods or services, or they're also held for rental to others. Yes, definitely yes, and for administrative purpose, right? So let's understand the concept of depreciation. Concept of depreciation. So, um, as I said, like property are held are tangible items, and tangible items are held um, to for production and supply of goods or services, or for renting it out, and uh, or for uh, any purpose of getting or yielding income, right? And properties are expected to be used beyond one accounting period. One accounting period. So let's see, like what will happen if you continuously use an asset. Like it will have normal wear and tear, right? It's quite expected. Normal wear and tear will be there, and the value of asset will come down. Value of asset will come down due to a flex of time. Due to a flex of time, right? So, or value of an asset can come down due to obsolescence, 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 right? And then value of asset can come down due to decrease in market value, and or It can be due to depletion of asset. Depletion of asset. Depletion of asset is basically applicable in case of coals and mines, right? Mines where you extract the asset from the ground, etc. Right? Applicable mostly for coals, mines, etc. Uh, Coal mines or natural resources, etc. Right? So these are all the reason why we have to provide for depreciation. Why then asset value can come down. Right? So I'll write the heading there. Why an asset value will come down. While asset value will come down. So these are all some reasons why an asset value can come down. And let's get into more detail onto the estimated useful life and cost of assets, etc. Let's get into more detail now. Oops. Let's get into more detail now. So, as per the as per Companies Act, depreciation is a systematic allocation of depreciable amount of an asset over its useful life. Like so, it's summarizing. Depreciation is a systematic allocation of depreciable value of an asset. An asset becomes eligible for depreciation, right? When it is put into use. Asset is eligible. I'll say that not eligible. I can say that depreciation starts when we actually put the asset into its intended use, right? Its intended use. Not necessarily the asset can be used in production. Depreciation can still happen due to normal wear and tear. A machinery is purchased and then it is kept without being used. So there will be normal wear and tear on the machineries will happen. Then also the depreciation has to be charged, right? Because the machinery is available for use. Into intended when we actually the asset into its intended use. It is intended use is to make production. So it is actually available for intended use. When we actually make it available, I'll make it actually make an asset, available for its intended use, right? So because why we have to why even if the machinery is not used, there will be normal wear and tear on the machineries that will happen, or plant and machinery equipments will happen. So depreciation has to be charged uh, the on the asset. Depreciation can still be charged on the partial component of the asset also. A machinery is installed and only a particular portion that is still not commissioned to production, one portion of it, the other portion of the machinery is commissioned to production or readily available, then the depreciation can start only for the commissioned portion, which is the other side of the machinery which is still not used or not available for production yet, need not be depreciated at all. But again, this is only a short-term measure. After a particular period of time, normal wear and tear, even on the unused portion, will come in. So depreciation has to start coming in even on the unused portion. So this is students. This is more of an interesting topic. So we have to discuss about the concept more in detail on the objective of providing depreciation. But at this point, the first class on the depreciation is to make you understand what is depreciation, what is the factors that affecting depreciation, and the concept of depreciation at a high level. We'll go into more detail on objectives of depreciation in the subsequent class. While you go through this, just in case you have any doubts or clarifications, please come back to me at babukri@rediffmail.com. And we are starting now with the chapter 5, concept and accounting of depreciation for the CA Foundation students. Right? So let's connect in the next class, and where we will discuss more about the objectives of providing depreciation and also some of the question answers. Right? Thank you, friends, and have a great day.